Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, body care. If you like all that type of content, then please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I am so happy that we get to spend a little while together again. And with that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's video. For today's video, I have another blind buy haul. All of my hauls are pretty much blind buy hauls because I don't really get to test out a lot of fragrances unless I am at Sephora or if I go to the base with my husband and I get to sniff some fragrances. But for the most part, my hauls are usually blind buy hauls. So I have a few fragrances here. I have smelled some of them. There is one that I saved just to sniff it for the first time with you guys. It has been suggested to me a lot, and I think I'm gonna start with that one because I just cannot wait to smell it. So let's go ahead and let's get started with this haul. The first fragrance I'm going to be talking about is going to be none other than Gaultier, and this is Scandal by Night. So many of you guys and on other channels and everywhere say that this is a stunning fragrance. Many people actually prefer this one over the original Scandal. So as always, I love the soft velvet type of packaging. And here is the fragrance. I got it in the 1.7 fluid ounce. The juice is darker, and you have your legs just like the other bottles. The bottom of the bottle looks darker, almost like a cherry color. I think there's a cherry note in here, and it is like a dark amber brown color. So the main accords for this fragrance are sweet, honey, vanilla, white floral, cherry, woody, tuberose, amber, warm, spicy, and citrus. The top notes are honey, bitter orange, and citruses. Middle notes are cherry, tuberose, orange blossom, pear, and nard Himalayan. And the base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, amberwood, and white musk. Right off the bat, I will say that my first impression is that it reminds me a lot of the original Scandal, but there's like this deepness to it. It's good. I think I like this one better than the original Scandal. Are you saying hi? I need to spray it on my skin. I'm gonna spray it on my wrist. God, that smells amazing on my skin. I'm getting kind of like if this had like heliotrope or almond or something. I am head over heels in love with Scandal by Night. Just imagine if you've never smelled Scandal by Night, I would say that it is very similar to the original, but add deepness to it and add a cherry note. Almost has like an almond quality to it. Say hi, guys. No hi? All right, so yeah, Scandal by Night, definitely a win for me. I feel like it's less honey. If you don't like the crazy amount of honey that is in the original Scandal, but you kind of like the vibe of it, then Scandal by Night, they kind of tone down the honey. So definitely, if you haven't tried it, I would either sample it, or if you're brave enough to blind buy, I definitely think that this is gorgeous. The next fragrance is one that there is a lot of talk that this fragrance is being discontinued, and I did use this fragrance back in like 2015-ish. Yeah, I used up like a whole bottle of it. I went ahead and got this bottle. This is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. and I got it because I remember loving it. I used a whole bottle of it, so I just hope that my tastes stay the same because sometimes we change. But I really liked it. It's like a fresh rose type of smell, but almost like green at the same time. And this is the bottle. I think the bottle is fun, and it's a really cute bottle to display. I got the 1.6 fluid ounce, and this one, I'm gonna read the main accords to you. This one is aromatic, green, rose, floral, cannabis, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, woody, and earthy. So this opens up with mint. Oh, yes it does. It is very minty in the opening. And then you're gonna get rose, carnation, and cannabis. And then you're going to get vetiver and amber as your base. This is a very unique fragrance. The combination of all the notes is definitely interesting. It's a fresh, a little bit spicy, not a crazy amount of spice, but there's like a little bit of spiciness to it, probably from that vetiver. And the rose is like a drier rose. It's not a juicy rose at all. This is like a dry, earthy, minty rose fragrance. There is nothing else that you're going to smell that is going to smell like Flora Botanica. This is a fresh, perfect for spring fragrance and probably summer as well. So this one is definitely, in my opinion, not a safe blind buy. You have to either get a sample or just smell it before you get a whole bottle, because this can either be a love or a hate type of fragrance. I love it. I think that it smells really unique, very different. And when you have a collection, I have a lot of fragrances, so I prefer to just find things that are just unique, different, that they stand out, so that I can have options. I don't mind having similar fragrances because I love to collect and I love fragrances, but when you find one like this, and even this one, like these two are very unique fragrances that if you are a collector, they are so worth having in your collection. Totally unique and really nice. Okay, this next one was because of, I need to learn how to pronounce her channel name. I know it's like Senja. I have tagged her in my videos before because I absolutely love her videos, and I just have really bad memory with names, and that's so horrible. But I love her selection of fragrances. I love her videos. If you don't watch her, please go watch her. She is amazing. I'm gonna put her channel here. You guys know that in my declutter video, if you have seen my declutter videos, I got rid of L'Interdit by Givenchy, and I had the EDT. I'd never tried the Eau de Parfum before, and I was not even curious about it because I got rid of the EDT because it is a very heavy tuberose fragrance, and I don't really like tuberose too much. And it is one of those days where my kids are just acting up. I have gotten up from here like 10 times because they just keep on fighting. My 4-year-old is a spicy little jalapeno child. She is just... Anyways, I got rid of the EDT because, if I'm not mistaken, it had a poppy note in there, and the tuberose, yeah, it opens up with poppy. There was not really, it says that it has patchouli and vetiver, but it just was missing something for me. It was too bubblegummy sweet for me, and I decluttered it. The channel that I mentioned, she was raving and raving about the EDP, and I'm just like, maybe I should give it another chance because I never owned the EDP. This is the Givenchy L'Interdit EDP, and this fragrance is just, the packaging is stunning. You have your white and black, very simple packaging, and when you open up the box, there's that red, very like deep red in there. And here is the bottle. very simple, very classy. So the main accords for this fragrance are white floral, tuberose, sweet, woody, fruity, patchouli, citrus, vanilla, animalic, and amber. It's going to open up with pear and bergamot. Middle notes are tuberose, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. And then the base notes are patchouli, vanilla, and broxton and vetiver. So this one, I tried it out and I love the EDP. It has exactly what was missing. I feel like the EDT was so sweet, so bubblegummy, just nothing to kind of like ground it out a little bit and like smooth it out and give it a little bit of like spiciness. But the EDP is exactly what I needed, and my husband actually loved the way that this scent smelled on me. So I am really happy that I got this one, because this one works much better on me than the EDT. And now I'm dying to try out the intense version, because the Simple Chic Life here on YouTube, she mentioned how much she loves the intense version. So now I'm kind of like very curious about that one. But yes, this one, oh, it just gives it to me. It just gives it to me. I am not a tuberose person, and I'm very picky. Some are good, some are not. But the EDP, if you ever come across this fragrance and you're wondering, should I get the EDT or the EDP? If you do not like too much of that bubblegummy vibe, if you don't want it to be extremely like sickeningly sweet, and you want a little bit of spiciness in there, definitely go with the EDP. It is a sexy, sweet, it has that bubblegum type of note in there, but it is just so well blended with the rest of it. It's that vetiver in there, the vanilla and broxton, everything is blended to perfection. Oh, it is like a classy, very classy fragrance. This, I would use this more to go out somewhere. Not really like an everyday fragrance, but if you want like a sexy evening fragrance, but you don't want it to be extremely deep or dark, this is a perfect choice. It just smells like a lady. It smells so nice. I am so happy that I, you know, watched that channel and saw her rave so much about this one, because it is so amazing. The next one, I have also been hearing about it a lot, and Tara, which is Opinionated Scents here on YouTube, she's kind of pretty much the one that pushed me over the edge to purchase this one. She did like a video on sexy fragrances, I believe it was, and this was in there. The Kenzo Flower by Kenzo Elixir. There is one thing I hate about this, and it is how insanely long or tall this bottle is. Like, what? It's so tall. Like, it doesn't even fit in my drawer. But this fragrance is beautiful, and this is a man eater for sure. Like, Tara was talking about how, you know, people just couldn't help to just like sniff her, and it was one of those fragrances where you got compliments and people asked, what are you wearing? And it was mostly men. And of course, when I wear fragrances like that, it's just, I want my husband to compliment the way that I smell. And I tried this out at the base when we went to go do groceries, and we were in the car. I completely forgot that I had sprayed this on my arm, and he's talking to me. We ordered some food to go, so we were waiting for the food, and he leans over and kind of catches like a whiff, and he took my wrist and he's just like digging his face in there, and he's like, what are you wearing? What is that? And he never really, he's so used to me testing out perfumes that for me to get a reaction like that from him, I was kind of like shocked, and I just placed the order for this one right then and there. So this one, we're gonna go ahead and read the main accords for this one. Okay, the main accords are sweet, fruity, powdery, vanilla, rose, and citrus. This opens up with raspberry and mandarin orange. Middle notes are Bulgarian rose and orange blossom, and the base notes are praline, bourbon, vanilla, and powdery notes. I will say, this fragrance on my skin pretty much turns into Prada's Candy. Very, very similar, but I still prefer this one over Prada Candy, because Prada Candy on me, on my skin, it almost got like too cloying and too sweet and too much, but this one is perfect. It's a little bit more powdery, but in a very sexy way, and it kind of smells like Prada Candy, but not completely. It's just that it has kind of like that vibe. It's just, it's so good. Let me just spray it on my skin. You get the raspberry and mandarin orange in the opening, but right away I get the powdery notes and I get the praline. So even though those are base notes, I could smell it right away. The rose, it's not like an overpowered, like it's not a rose fragrance. The rose is in there, but I would say that it blends really well with the orange blossom, and it's just a creamy, just sensual type of scent. It's so good. And that raspberry, while the fragrance is still like opening, it kind of gives it like this sweetness but like tanginess at the same time. Not too much, it's more sweet. Oh, it's just so good. And since this is a fresh bottle, the bottle that they had there I'm pretty sure was older, I don't get as much Prada Candy vibes today as I did that day. I can get more of the raspberry and the mandarin orange today, and I really appreciate that because it makes it more unique. The next fragrance was my Mother's Day gift from my husband. Originally, he ordered the Kayali new, it's called Sweet Diamond, I believe is what it's called. He ordered that fragrance for me. I received it, and unfortunately, for right now, I don't think that that's one that I'm going to be reviewing on my channel. Not because I don't want to review it, I just didn't keep it. I returned it. It didn't really work for me. I'm kind of second guessing if maybe I should have kept it longer. I tend to kind of make my decisions a little too quick, and I don't know if I should have let it sit in my collection a little bit longer. But you guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of pink pepper. It really bothers me. And that one also had patchouli, and it just had a lot of things that I could either be okay with or totally just doesn't work. So I took that one back and I exchanged it for this fragrance, and this fragrance has kind of the same notes, but it just works for me. And this is Hermes, Twilly de Hermes, and this is the Eau Poivre. The box is just super cute. I really love the packaging of this fragrance. It's orange on the inside, and then the cutest little bottle with the twilly wrapped around it. It is just adorable. So I cannot do the original twilly. I love the ginger note in the original, but there was a floral in that one that got way too sharp on my skin, and I just couldn't handle it, even though I really like the scent of that one. So then I got really curious about this one. The main accords for this one are soft spicy, rose, patchouli, woody, musky, warm spicy, sweet, earthy, floral, and balsamic. The opening note is pink pepper, which I am usually very sensitive with, but here it works. And then the middle note is rose, and your base note is patchouli. Patchouli and pink pepper are two notes that are usually like just known for me, and here it just, this is a stunning fragrance. It's fresh, it's a little spicy. The ginger, it just like picks you up. I really enjoy this one. I cannot wait to wear it, and I think this one's perfect for spring. I think it's perfect for any season, really. And you get pink pepper. When it opens up, that pink pepper is there. But it's just so fresh. It's really fresh. And such a nice fragrance. It's the rose, it's not a like jammy rose at all. The rose is like a dry rose with that pink pepper and the patchouli. It's just like, it's the type of fragrance that you can wear when you don't know what to wear and you just want to smell nice and clean. It's really, really nice. Where can I put this? Let's just put it here. It's a fresh, spicy rose fragrance. I think the rose is what I get the least in this one. I think that the pink pepper and the patchouli just play really nice with each other. The way that they did this fragrance is beautiful. It's very classy. It's very feminine, I just feel like this is just like a very put together type of fragrance, like the days that I just want to wear like a crisp shirt with my hair pulled back and I just took a shower and I feel very clean and I want to feel feminine and classy. This one is really, really good. I really like it and I'm shocked that I liked it because I was about to skip out on it because I didn't think that I would like it. So I'm super excited to play with this one. I'm gonna put a lot of these new fragrances on my tray for June. So this next fragrance, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I didn't get a full size of this one. I have been trying to buy a few travel sizes. This is from fragrancenet.com and it's just the type that you spray right here and it tells you the name of the fragrance on the side. And this one is Poison Girl Unexpected. I have been getting a lot into that ginger note. I am just trying to explore different options with ginger. Although the opening is stunning, I just don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know if I would want a full bottle of this one. The main accords for this one are vanilla, citrus, warm, spicy, sweet, woody, powdery, nutty, amber, fresh, and rose. And the top notes are ginger, blood orange, and lemon. Middle notes are damask rose. The base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, hazelnut, and cashmere. And this one, when you first smell this, I think this is the most realistic ginger I have ever smelled in any fragrance. It is ginger. Oh, it is, and it's nice, and you do get some of that blood orange as well. It smells nice. I think that I would have to revisit this one for like fall time. I just feel like it doesn't go with the vibe here right now. And I get a lot of the hazelnut. There is hazelnut in here, the tonka bean. It's a really, really nice fragrance. It is well done. It's fresh. And I get that DNA from Poison Girl. So it is like the perfect flanker because you get the DNA of the original. They just add that twist of ginger in there and the hazelnut. I think that this one would work nicely in fall weather or like that cooler weather where it's not really hot but it's not cold. I don't know. I would have to give this one more use to be able to tell you guys if it's like full bottle worthy for me, but I will say that it is a beautifully done fragrance. And if you like ginger, this is like the most realistic ginger. It's like if you're cutting up or like grinding up a little bit of ginger to put in something. It's very gourmand. It's almost edible to me. Yeah, I would have to kind of update you guys with that one. And then the last fragrance I got was also on the recommendation of Kessenja. I feel like I'm totally like just butchering. Okay, now I really want to know how to pronounce her name because I feel like I am just, I don't want to be rude or anything. Like I want to get her name right. So I need to go watch some of her videos to see if she says her name and how to pronounce it. But I really love her channel. And she also was talking about this fragrance, and the way that she talks about fragrances, you just want to go shopping. Like if you guys think that because a lot of you guys tell me that I make you shop and I almost feel guilty, I don't want to do that. But when I watch her, I am like watching her and I'm slowly opening up another window to search for whatever she's talking about. She's good. She's so good. And this is the Lolita Olímpica Eau de Parfum. This is the first time that I ever try any of her fragrances. The packaging is like really cute and unique. And I got the little bottle. This is the 1 fluid ounce. This is how the bottle looks. If I'm not mistaken, she described this one as like what a fairy would smell like, what something like very like whimsical and magical, and just it's just that type of fragrance. So it made me very curious. And what I think this smells like, I feel like this is like a blueberry popsicle type of fragrance. Like it just reminds me of like the blue candies, any type of blue candy. The main accords for this fragrance are soft, spicy, sweet, powdery, anise, vanilla, violet, floral, iris, cherry, and woody. The top notes are star anise, violet, and ivy. Middle notes are licorice, cherry, iris, orris root, and amaryllis, my name. That's a flower. And then the base notes are vanilla, praline, tonka bean, white musk, and vetiver. When I spray this fragrance, I just think of a blue popsicle. I think of like a blue Jolly Rancher, just like a blueberry. Yeah, like the blue Jolly Rancher. That's what comes to my mind. Or like a grape Jolly Rancher. And I guess it has to be that violet in the fragrance. This is a very, very unique fragrance. It's like juicy, sweet, but then there's a little bit of spice in it. I could see like a little fairy smelling like this because it's very girly, but then it has like spice to it. So it's like the perfect blend of both things. And it smelled, the day that I put it on my skin, it was like, it lasted for a while. I just think of a blueberry candy when I smell this. But not like real blueberries, like an actual blueberry candy. You know, blueberry candies don't really smell like blueberry, like a realistic blueberry, because there's no blueberry in here. It's just like a very sweet candy type of Jolly Rancher type of fragrance. But then it has that spice, so it makes it so that it's not childish. It's not like a body splash. You're not gonna, you know, get a body splash with this. I think the bottle is very like unique and different. And I really like this for hot weather, when you just want to throw something on and you just want to feel refreshed and cool. Like just, it's really good. So out of all of these fragrances that I got, I don't think that there's anything that I hated or that I didn't like. And I definitely just need to play with all of them so that I can update you guys in my future videos. So I think I have talked enough today. This haul is a little bit long. I usually try to stick to 4 fragrances, but I wanted to knock all of these out today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, let's talk in the comment section. Let me know if you use any of these fragrances, if you like them, if they didn't work for you. I like to hear it all. And give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I am so sorry if there was distractions in this video. I apologize. And with that said, that will be all for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.